these next few figure reviews I want to, dump out on the interweb are characters that I didn't have as a kid. Mainframe is one of these. I didn't even know Mainframe existed until he showed up in that two pack. What I think he came in that 25th anniversary two pack. I want to say it was with Beachhead, but I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, so is a character. Like I said, I mean, he came out in 1986. I would have been summer '86. I would have been 13. So I was already at the age where I was in junior high. I still loved this stuff. I still messed around with it when I was a kid. Me and the guy up the street, my friend up the street, who got me into this when we were 9. We used to still come over. We used to mess around. And we both knew that the clock was ticking, like that maturity clock was banging hard. I didn't really care. More importantly, my dad didn't really care because he drove for the local transit authority, and you see some shit on those RTA trains. He drove the train, and you see some stuff. So he knows, like, if the worst thing I'm into is action figures. He was good with it, and my mom a little less so, but well, my mom was my mom anyway. So Mainframe is, like I said, Mainframe is a character I was never even aware of until I was, until 2008, 2009, when those two packs came out. It wasn't the first round of two packs, it was the second or third. Anyway, so take a look at him. He's all mainframey. Comes with some gear, comes with two heads for some reason. In the age where GI Joe swaps out like hair pieces, I'm not sure. I mean, it's fine, it's good. I kind of dig the hat look at him and everything. He looks like he comes with some gear, which is always nice for a comms and computer guy. There's that. There's that. Oh, it comes with a laptop. That's nice. I have some thoughts on that. There's that. There is that. There you go. That's on me. And then all this stuff at the bottom. All right, so let me get this guy open, and we'll take a closer look. All right, so there he is out of the package. Yeah, he looks good. He's not disappointing for sure. I think if you love yourself some mainframe, you're gonna be very happy with this figure. Yeah, I mean he's decoed very well. I mean he wears a gray suit, but he's got paint apps. Like I just literally just noticed as I was starting this part of the video is they actually his torso has all kinds of like paint apps on it. It's got his button down, the buckles for his shirt, his collar, his t-shirt. Got that on there. It's got that on there. I mean, did a very nice job. And I just noticed too that the pants are slightly darker gray, which actually works. Um, Paint apps for the knees, like this is painted, and then also the kneecaps are obviously they're molded, but then they painted all that to match. And the joint insert for the double jointed knee is also like the clear the black plastic. Belt buckles got this thing going on, which is molded in soft plastic. He's got that paint, one, two, and then it's probably tampo and tampo maybe, or just some kind of decal. I don't know if they would even use decals, just be tampo. Tampo would be better. You ever see one of those tampo machines work? It's like, I'm amazed that that actually works. Anyway, so that's all really nicely done. This is all nicely done. Same thing with the painted silver, and then the black with the green display details. Yeah, man, look at that. He's got the little cables to jack in or do whatever he needs, wires, whatever he needs to do with them. But not too shabby. His head does all the things he needed to do. It's a really nice head sculpt, by the way. Take a look at that. I mean, he's not a great. I mean, he actually looks better than the camera shows. But it's like I'm looking at it right now, and I see the in real life, than just behind my camera, and then looking at it like this. It's a nice head sculpt. I wouldn't mind having one or two more of these. If these ever got to like $16 level, I might get a couple just for the equipment and the just like the custom fodder, because this is a good body, generic body. Yeah, so that's him. Like I said, his I work did take the opportunity to check this figure out a little bit before I started filming. I know I kind of like to do it fresh, but sometimes looked like I had a couple things that needed worked out, and I didn't want to fumble with it on camera. These knees were real stiff. Not like you have to heat them up, but just be careful. I always, if something's real stiff, I always grab it by the thigh and the lower leg, and then that's how I kind of break it in, so I don't put pressure on anything else. Yeah, see, I mean, he does it like I'm not gonna heat this guy up at all. I don't feel a need to. They've been really good lately. Um, yeah, yeah. So then it's got the ankles do all the things. The ankles actually pretty nice. Like usually they're either gummy or they're stiff, and you don't want to like. I'll never forget the Star Lord incident of a few years ago where I actually broke the ankles off of two of the same kind of Star Lord figures. It's awful. Anyway, not really NECA stand approved. It's I think they've it seems like they've gone to a shallower hole for the foot pegs, and so my guys don't the newer guys don't seat well far enough down. I mean it's working for this, but that's what it is. He does come with an alternate head. Well, first of all, it's got his helmet. It's black, softer plastic black, and it's got that symbol painted on it, and that fits on his head really well. I mean, there it is. Honestly, like, there's an alternative to all this. I'm not a big fan of that helmeted look for him. Oh, simply because I just never did. I don't know. It's always seemed weird. Put this head back on. The head's snug as all get out, but that looks better. I love that better. Yeah, yeah, that looks good. I love it. It's weird to me that they didn't do the thing where you swap out the hair top of the head and then swap this in like they did with some of the female figures. That's super successful in my opinion. That actually works really well for the when they do it, but it's fine. I'm glad to have the extra head. Like I said, I might get one or two more of these just to make for customs and swapping out. See if they swap out with the green shirts. I'm not gonna do that here, but yeah. So that's him. He does come with some accessories. Comes with his gun. Let's see if I can. It looks good. I like it. It's fine. It's looks like it's Blast Effects compatible. He does not come with Blast Effects. Once again, Hasbro, do it or don't do it. Don't play with my emotions. Um, Even just one little pew thing would have been fine. I mean, they could make a mold, like a small mold, and then just crank, buy those up like 100,000 of them, and just give one. Everyone has a handgun, gets one of those type of thing. If they made all the holes uniform, they're not good at that. He holds it pretty well. Didn't take too much effort. He has got a holster. Now the holster plugs in here. I don't know if it's meant to actually come off. It just comes off super easy. That's why I had it off. So it'll just pop off anyways. But this gun does go in here. It snaps on. That actually looks really well. Sometimes these bits don't work real well and it looks awkward, but that actually looks good. It actually looks like the whole thing's molded one piece, which is actually not too shabby. They did good. That's pretty good. And then he comes with a knife. And it's standard black painted silver. It's fine. I liked it better if it came with like I don't know, like maybe needle nose or something. Another thing he comes with is this little like data pad type of thing, and that's like molded black with. Come on, camera, stupid. I said that might be a decal. I can't tell, which means it's really well done. So I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I'm telling you that looks good. It's the little details I enjoy with this stuff when they do it right, and that goes there. Let's see. All right, and then he comes with. At least he stands like it's enough to make him stand. He comes with this laptop or computer, weaponized computer. And that's actually really nice. I love that look. Hold on. And then it has a side bit that comes out. It's like a data pad or something, and that plugs in. That's really nice. I guess you can like leave it like that, like a open screen, or just you can just run around like it's like a I don't know. But that and then problem with this thing is that does it's top heavy because they had to accommodate for this pull out feature, which is fine. They should have made this double thick, this bottom part double thick, just so that it had the weight to stand, because it doesn't. I mean, you gotta do it like 90 degrees, actually more than it's because if you do it like this, it's just gonna fall over. 90 degrees, it falls over. Oh, yep, 90 degrees, it falls over. So, I mean, like I said, it's a nitpick, but it's a thing has to work, right? I mean, this is super simple. It's two parts snapped together. If they would have just made this double thick, then it probably would have solved the problem. I mean, it still probably fell over if it was like that. But I mean, you want it to be like this or like that. Kind of have like that angle. I like it though. It's good. I wish Breaker would have came with one of these. All right, the last thing he has is back kind of. So the backpack's like a combo thing. It comes with. Let's look at the backpack first. Let's. That's actually really. It's just black molded plastic. There's no. Wait, there is. Oh, look at that. More of those. It's actually really nice. Like I said, that's a sticker. All right, so that's a sticker. So, and then the whole thing's molded plastic, and they painted this bit, like the padding, like the insulation, whatever you want to call it, maybe so it doesn't burn his back. But they didn't have to paint that, and they did, which is, it's appreciated. All right, so this connects to this via this. Now, I have found that on this copy, only this end will go plug into this hole. If I can get it again, that's a good question. Yeah, there it goes. And then only this end will go in this hole. I said hole. All right, so that, hold on here. Okay. So that goes in this hole, and it's just because it's soft plastics, and sometimes they mushroom on each other, which isn't ideal. And that's what that looks like. And that stores on that. And that's actually not too bad. I just don't like this thing getting caught on everything in the woods. He's running through the woods for his life. It's gonna get caught on something. And that plugs into his back. So, oh, see, his gun fell off. So I'm just gonna leave that off because it's a problem. So that's mainframe. I just realized I might have been calling him dial tone at some point, but I'm just gonna roll with it because that's how I am. All right, let me get him in an action pose and do my final thoughts on this guy. So what can I say about mainframe here? Uh, this whole thing is super awkward. Like I don't understand. Like it's like maybe it's supposed to sling like go under like this. This is super awkward. Like they didn't like it looks cool like conceptually, but then he's got a maybe that. I'll go with that. Well, it's in the tension of the. We'll go with that. That's better at least. It's there. So yeah, so that wire is super awkward. It's a good quality figure. It's well done, like, except for this weird wire thing, which you probably detach that, not even use it, because it's just like it's wherever it is, it's in the way. I like it, but it was done poorly, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah, like I said, he's a successful figure overall. Like I said, Mainframe's your guy. I'm happy for you. I mean, for me, like this was not a this is not a character from when I was a kid. It was 86. I was technically still in the GI Joe, but I wasn't buying new figures. I just kind of had what I had. I was, so I've been 13 that summer. Uh, Hold on.